you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. You weren't with me shooting in the gym.
What's going on, folks?
Yes.
Welcome back to No Home Thoughts Podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Ryan. And on today's episode, this is a fan-asked question, which is, why do good girls like bad guys?
Why do good girls like bad guys?
That's a hell of a question for me too. Like I always wonder that. What's the point of that?
No, say what you said before before the camera start rolling.
I honestly don't remember.
Yeah, I bet.
I
bet. Hey, little lady.
But
tell us.
Yeah, the person. What's going on Instagram? Won't you tell us why do good girls like bad guys?
Why do?
Because you would think that would be a toxic situation, which sometimes, most of the time, it is.
Yeah.
But they seem to want to keep on doing that. What is the reason behind that? I wish the person who asked the question would chime in on that and see what they had to say about it.
You know, my retarded self, I forgot to tag it, man. I'm slipping. Yeah, I'm always.
But if any female out there can give us some feedback to
why
that.
Good girls.
And if you want to know what the number is to give the feedback, that number is 267-797-7868.
7868.
Call in. And we'll be ready for you. And for those who don't follow us on YouTube,
yes,
go ahead and follow us on YouTube.
Y'all better follow us on YouTube.
Like, subscribe, share. But yeah, go ahead and call in and let us know what you think.
Talk about the Cash App. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, the Cash App.
Cash App. If you want to donate to No Holding Thoughts, just imagine what you got to type in. Hashtag what? No Holding Thoughts. And anything you want to donate will be well appreciated, man.
Yes.
Love y'all. Why do good girls like bad guys? I think it's a turn on for them. What you think? I think for a good girls to like bad guys. Well, yeah, it might be a turn on. But most cases that I seen, my personal experience, the women have low self-esteem. They think low of themselves. Bam.
I think they're just bad decision makers because they're looking for certain outside qualities instead of inside qualities. So they're looking for the guy with the pretty eyes, maybe the nice car, the money, and a lot of those times the guy with the nice car and the money, not all the time, I'm just saying, a lot of those times they get it illegally.
Right. Well,
and they don't look at a man. They don't look at it as unattractive when a man is going back and forth to jail. That's not like an unattractive attribute. Like if I walk up to a girl and was like, yeah, I want to, start talking to you, and I say I don't have a job, it's whoa, that's an unattractive thing.
Right, that should be.
It should be. Or if I say I don't have a house or a car, or I live with my mama.
If you remember, we had a show and we were talking about why do women feel comfortable with dating men with no jobs. And more women try to justify or why they dating that man. Hey, y'all don't think that y'all better than dealing with a man? I mean, why don't y'all raise your standards just like just a little bit? But at the same time, I mean, they okay with it. They okay with a man. They taking care of man. I mean, it was so many women saying, "I'm okay with it. I'm okay with taking care of a man." Why is that? Like, I only think it could come back to is just because it's how they feel about themselves, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you don't think that it is better, like what you have in front of you, you'll be okay with. Like you'll think that's the way life goes.
Yeah,
so
honestly, that just boils down to you don't want better.
I mean, but you don't know what better is. You know what I mean?
You don't want it because you're not going out there to get it.
How can I want something that I don't know exists?
I mean, you gotta know it exists just from having some type of sense.
Think
a
about
man
this.
with no job, obviously.
But what if what if her father never had a job and the mom always took care of her father? So she think that's pretty normal, right? Or the dad beating the mom?
Maybe, but I mean, there's got to be certain scenarios where she sees that type of stuff isn't happening.
I mean, I don't know. For the most part, I see more women, I'm telling you, I see more women try to justify why they're dating this particular guy. And they can't explain the reason why. They don't have an idea. They just do it. They don't have no idea. They just do it. And then we get on there. What's up, Sean? We get on there. We say, yo, why you messing with that knucklehead? He loved me though. Did he love you when he blacked your eye? Or when he made that bad decision, now he's in jail for
extended amount of time?
Right. He leaving you behind and those 5 kids, or
or however many there are.
Right. No, but they don't think about that. It's cool. It's cool to women. But that's why, like, a lot of the times, like, even when we go back to say when we was talking about when the girl said, well, everybody talking about Black Lives Matter, how come nobody don't talk about, why don't people say black women matter or whatever, however she worded it. But it goes to say, like, man, most women, black women don't respect themselves, man. That's how I feel. A lot of black women don't respect themselves. So how they trying to get respect and they don't even respect themselves? They don't even, like, most of the time, like I said, when we get up on this show, most of the time we say exactly how, most of the time I tell you what men say. Like, I tell you exactly what we talk about in the huddle.
Yeah, you do be giving away our playbook.
Yeah, like a lot of...
Just like Steve Harvey.
No, don't do me like Steve now. I'm not like Steve. Steve tell you everything.
You get close.
No, I do.
Close.
I do.
Close.
But women ain't even listening. Listen, I can sit here and say it, and they ain't listening anyway. I tell you exactly what the men say. I tell you exactly what the men do. And women just think they still got an opinion and how they feel about something. That's why we on this topic now. Why do they like bad guys? They don't know no better.
Call in anybody who wants to answer that question.
They ain't gonna call in because you know why?
Why not?
Because they going through it and it's embarrassing. Most women don't want to face up to it. Come on. It's just like if you packed on a few pounds.
Who, me?
Yeah, I'm not talking about
say because we've been through this, man.
No,
I lost some weight.
Yeah, if you say so. You know what I mean? I don't see it, but you still look the same to me. But for the most part, they can't get themselves out of that bad guy thing. When a nice guy come around, most women think I'm corny. And I'm okay with that.
That's cool.
I'm okay with that because I don't hang out at clubs. Everybody know. One of the first things that I say, if you want me, Brahim, to come to a club or your party, I say it's a 2 ways in. If you tell me no, there's a good chance I'm not going. Okay? I don't want to get caught up in no nonsense. And better yet, I don't want to spend my money at these clubs, $14 for a shot when the bottle costs $14. The bottle might cost $10. So I prefer to be this corny guy. I'm a homebody. I prefer to, I do a lot of things. I don't post everything on social media.
I keep it from going to jail that we were just talking about.
Yeah, for a fact. I mean, but at the same time, I don't know. Like I said, I'm corny, but then the guy that's out in the street, that's getting it fat. And then the thing about it is, the bad guys don't have nothing. They don't have no car.
All that's selling, and everything's only for the moment.
They don't have no car. They don't have no house. They don't have nothing. Nothing. They don't have nothing. And then when the long run come, you know, now you start being in your 30s and your 40s. Now you like,
now you're
oh,
ready
man.
to settle down.
Nah, it's too late. You done
You know,
been.
I was
You done been around.
cashier at a certain job, and this young lady walked up to me. I thought she looked kind of attractive, and I started talking to her a little bit.
Okay.
She was with her mom, and her mom was like, "Don't even worry about her."
Are you serious?
You see how you got it? The mom is right here, the girl's right here. She's like, "See how you have a job and everything." She don't want nothing like that. Why? I don't know. She's like, "Don't even worry about her."
Wow.
Yeah,
That's the mom.
the mom said that. Like, I'm ringing them up as the mom saying all this. She's like,
That's
she cut me
terrible.
off.
That's
She's like, "Don't worry about that." She don't want that.
Why is it? Why? I don't understand.
I had a job.
Well, and you know what?
I had a job.
What's so crazy? When a man have a job, that lets you know he have some sort of stability. He have a check coming in. More than likely, it's going to be the same thing every week or every 2 weeks. Drug dealers is a hit or miss. You don't know if he getting locked up or killed. Like anybody, anything can happen to anybody. But at the same time, you putting yourself in the position.
Yeah, you up in your percentages if you out there in the streets, because people gonna hate on you no matter what.
Right.
Now you out there getting it in their face.
I don't understand. Like, I always, I don't know. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's this is like one of those things that I need a woman to call in and tell me, why do y'all like bad guys?
Call in or at least comment something.
Please say something. Oh, it's not even a comment?
Nah.
Because you know why? Because it's true.
Oh well, somebody said good question.
Can you not say somebody? Can you tell me your name?
I mean, shout them all out. I don't know how you know.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
It's
I don't know how you
Banks.
know. It's Banks.
Okay. No, I mean, it's Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, they haven't really said anything, and this was a woman who came up with this question.
Why? I know. Why
That's the crazy part
do
about
good girls like bad guys?
Instagram, what up, man? Why don't y'all say something to us?
Now check this. We sit here doing YouTube and podcasts, trying to create something, right? The people is what make it what it is.
Yeah. Oh,
Now-
you got a comment? Go ahead.
They say, man.
Okay.
Make sure you know what you're saying before you jump in the lion's den.
Oh no, she's always saying something.
Oh, okay, okay.
The great topic, which we got from our fans. So
Right.
if any of your fans want to keep on giving us topics, we'll talk about them. Like we said, great topic. Before I allow myself to be with a bad boy, I'ma stay single. That makes sense, because I don't have any time for the foolishness. Now I just wonder how old she is. Not saying that it matters, but a lot of females don't have that mindset when they're younger.
I would
don't
believe
time for foolishness.
I would believe that she's a little bit more seasoned than
Yeah, she says she's happy in a peaceful place in her life and single by choice. Right now, she's good. They don't even be true to themselves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right, well, see.
Shout out to Instagram for hitting us up.
Oh, yeah, that's the young lady I bought the shirts from.
Okay, shout out to her.
Yeah.
You already got the shirt? You already?
Yeah, I ain't even got it with me. Don't worry about it. I should have wear it today, but I was kind of like musty and dusty. I just, I'm here.
Yeah, but like you said, that young lady, she said, you feel she's a little more seasoned. I feel the same way. So, what is it? Why is that a necessary thing of progression? Going through that bad boy stage first for a lot of girls, a lot of young women.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what Rod said.
What did Rod say?
Rod said they stupid.
F it. Yeah. I said, it's stupid. Like that girl when I was cashiering. Okay,
That was stupid. That was stupid.
And I think,
and for your mom to know that, like that's pretty bad.
if I'm not mistaken, I was cashiering, but I was the boss. I just didn't tell her that because I opened up the last register to break down the line.
Right.
And I'm trying to holler at it like I was I was second in charge.
Right.
But I didn't say that. But it was, you know, it didn't matter because she was like, and that's when the mom was like, sir, don't even worry about her.
Well, I think if you, like, once again, because it's a lot of late people that came on, because sometimes it sent out the alerts late, but I think it's something that's inside of the woman. Like, they dealing with things internally. You know what I mean? Maybe it's something that they seen growing up, or, you know. But like I just said, we corny. You know what I mean? It don't matter that we listen to rap. Don't matter how much Jadakiss that we listen to.
A lot.
Just because we not out hanging in the club 2 o'clock in the morning. You know how many times? But you know how many times people call me Pop Pop? And I'll be just sitting up there like, why am I Pop Pop? Because instead of going to the club, I'd rather go to work. Instead of going to the club, I'd rather get some rest. I mean, I don't get it. Like, a lot of these women chase these illusions, man. Like, I just don't. I never understood that.
I think you're right on to something. I think it's the opposite for them as it is. Well, it's the same. Like, when you see these dudes that want to run out and sell drugs and do all this because that's what's portrayed on TV on the rap videos.
Yeah.
I think the women see that and they want that fast money because it's sometimes 2 weeks is a long wait for a paycheck.
But hold up.
But no. I'm not saying. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right, go ahead.
Honestly, we've all been there when, you know,
Right.
check to check. That 2 weeks is a long wait.
Right.
But the difference for me is I'm willing to wait that 2 weeks because I'm not willing to spend 2 minutes in jail.
And that's
the difference.
Hold on.
And that's based off of anybody I've ever known that even looked at a jail cell before. Then whoa, bro, you don't want them problems.
Isn't that a better concept? Like, okay, well, you got a 2 week paycheck. Mm-hmm. You know, if you make, you know, $10 an hour, you know, once you put your 2 weeks and your 80 hours in, this is what your check gonna look like in 2 weeks. Okay? Drug dealers, they don't know. Now, they can make $800 in one day, or they can go to jail and make $0 in that day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's too iffy. But at least I know, like, and I don't knock nobody hustle, but at the same time, I just don't understand, because why is it okay?
I feel like, and then on top of that, they like, if you messing with a drug dealer, a lot of the times they're a career drug dealer. They're not really flipping that into a different hustle. Like, you're a drug dealer, you want to sell. You're either going to go from selling crack your whole life to maybe you switch over to a different drug. But how about starting your own podcast?
Right.
Making money off of that.
You gotta be careful, bro.
What?
Because you talk about selling drugs and then start your own podcast.
I mean, but
like,
I'm saying, no. You're creating, clearly. You know, I'm just saying you're creating something different that you can make money off of, and you can turn that into something.
Right, but at the same time,
imagine if we was drug dealers and we had 30 grand that we made. We built a studio from the ground up.
That's a fact. And then I think it's like you appreciate it more. Like, I mean, because, you know.
Yeah, let's get back to the comments real quick.
Let's get to the comments.
Miss Mathis says, just her theory. Young, immature female. She says she was one. Oh, well, maybe she should call in and tell experience. But looking for the bad guy, thinking they're quicker to protect and provide in a fast, unsure way. Mature women look for stability, wisdom in a man that protects and provides.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, when you know. Go ahead.
And then someone also said, in the end, when a good guy, it all fails. And then my sister.
Hold on, a good guy said it all failed?
No, it says they want a good guy when all fails.
Oh, okay, when it all
after they rode the high with the bad boy.
I was about to say, because you know, Facebook, they get a little crazy sometimes.
We was taught to be homemaker, and the husband, the breadwinner, and the husband was cheating. You didn't acknowledge it. Now men treat women like trash, especially black women, and they've just adapted to it. So kind of like they're saying, like, it's a societal issue that black women are accepting of, you know, bad behavior, and they just gravitate towards
truthfully, what I believe is, and I said this before, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it again. I mean, we got a couple people that's listening. Men treat women based on how they meet, your first approach. So if I see you with your titties out, I'm gonna approach you like if you're a woman with your titties out. So if you have your behind out, I'm gonna approach you like if you have your behind out. I'm not about to sit here and act like I just seen your titties out and I'm going to ask you what college you went to. I don't care. What attracted to me was your titties. So that's going to be my focus. So, I mean, that's how it go for men. Like men automatically when you
so the titties you pour the dog food out and get mad when you attract the dogs, huh?
Hey man, women, based off of how they carry themselves is how men approach them, and that's just flat point blank period. If a man, if he attracted to you because obviously you know you had a lot to drink, you had a short skirt on, I don't think he really wants you to be his wife. Like that's, you know what I mean? That's why I said it's an illusion. Like a lot of women, they get caught up just thinking that there's something that's real and it's not.
But hold on. I mean, this ain't got nothing to do with it. We kind of going off topic.
Yeah, well,
remember when asked the question about if you could sleep with a woman the same night, could it work?
Yeah, I remember that question.
Yeah.
I do. We do a lot of podcasts. Damn.
So, with that in mind, what you just said,
Right. I think I said that it can work.
Yeah, you said it can work.
Yeah.
But if they're attracting it working out, doesn't you think some of it has to do with like a lot of toxicity in the relationship? Because if I see you with your titties out and you let me hit the first night, and maybe I just stick around because you have a house that I can sleep in, and you have a car that you can let me drive while you're at work, and I'll go picking up other women and sleep with them in.
But the thing about it is, time will always show you the truth. You know what I mean?
But
time. It's just time.
Time also gets them comfortable. Which, when we ask those questions, like, why is she with this bum?
But then at that point, now you see that this is what I don't want. So if you see him, okay, now we didn't do anything, right? Mm-hmm. Not because I know the question is it was sex on the first night, right?
On the first night.
Okay, well, I knew somebody that they actually got married. They had sex on the first night and they got married like in, I want to say like 30 days or, you know, it was soon. Let's just say it was soon. And they still together. I mean, sometimes it works. Would it be me? No, because you know I got too many like trust issues. So for me to just be like, oh yeah, I'm about to just marry you and you know what I mean, I need to know.
But you right there with the sleeping on the first night though.
No, I'm just saying like it could work. I'm not counting it out. I mean, I'm just saying it could work. I'm not saying that it's healthy, but it could work. I mean, you know, I wouldn't do it because of my issues.
You want to sleep with a woman on the first night?
Would I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would.
Come on, man.
But you want me to lie?
Probably.
I said.
Would you or wouldn't you?
It
depends on the situation.
Hold on, time out. That is the political answer, probably. So then, when the answer is asked back to you later on, you're like, oh. Yeah. So somebody say, but you said, oh, you would. I said probably. So it's 50-50.
And then at that point you can blame me because Ron was trying to. I just said probably, so I could just get a little.
You know how you got answers.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, man. This politics. You know what I mean?
Politics.
You got to be careful because somebody definitely gonna ask. So what you was talking about? Like, listen, man. You know how Rob be, man. Yeah. Rob be crazy, man. You know how Rob he keep asking me these questions, man. You know, and I just feed into it like. Most of the time, we do each other all the time. We're like, damn, why did I just say that?
I know. There's been plenty of times.
You can't cut when it's live.
Yeah, plenty of times. Like, matter of fact, I done called you before. Like, man, I was dumb as hell for answering your question. Yeah, I know. You kept going, so I kept going.
Listen, man. I know some women that no, okay, you know, so I think I said this story before. It was a girl that, you know, that I seen around. Gotta be careful with how you say things. And she messing with this guy, and every time she get to talking about him, she embarrassed to talk about him. Like, she want to fit in the conversation, but she don't want to say much about him because he's not doing much. I mean, he's a person that goes back and forth to jail. He don't have a job. So when you ask a woman, like, oh man, you married? Like, oh no, I'm engaged, or I'm about, you know, oh, I am married.
And they've engaged for forever, huh?
You be like, yep. I'm like, oh man, y'all getting, you know, what type of work he do? They even gonna say he in real estate or in construction. I mean, he don't have a job. Like what you know what I mean?
He's a handyman.
He a handyman. Or it just, and they deal with it for so long. He in and out of jail. You put money on his books. I don't, you know, I don't see. Now, if it was vice versa, meaning like, why do good guys like bad girls? That couldn't be a statement for me, because I'm not gonna like a bad girl. I don't want no woman that play in the streets all the time.
That ain't your woman.
No, that's not my.
That ain't your woman.
And it's easy for me to just say, hey, how you doing? You're a nice person. You're a nice looking woman. I don't want you. I don't want you. I want a woman that's in the house. Like, we can chill. You know what I mean? I don't want no woman that's, I don't even know half of these damn clubs. Hey, y'all be saying stuff when we be talking. I'm like, where that club at? I guess that's where I get the name Pop Pop from, because I don't know none of these clubs. I be sitting up there, I'm so lost. I'm like, I never heard of that club before in my entire life. They be like, oh man, it's right there on Arch Street. I'm telling you, man. They was just out there, they was shooting and
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
That's the crazy part about it. They was out there shooting. So they was out there shooting you. That makes you want to go even more? That makes me want to go even less. That makes me want to stay in the house even more. I ain't never been shot inside my house. And I don't play.
I mean, well, it can happen.
It can happen.
But at the same time, I don't understand. I mean, the women saying a whole lot, but they not saying why they like bad guys. Why is a working man? Well, they set it off of Bronx Tale. Said a working man is a sucker. That's what he said on Bronx Tale.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He said, Sonny was right. A working man is a sucker. He said, no, your dad, he get up every day. He get up and he work hard. What else he say? He said, he get up every day, he work hard. Sonny, tell him to do that. Yeah, he the sucker. I mean, he got up every day, took care of his responsibilities. But everybody loves Sonny. I mean, everybody seen Bronx Tale, probably not you, but hold on, time out. Rod, did you see Bronx Tale?
We talking about why do good girls like bad guys?
Did you
not
see
Bronx Tales?
Did you see Bronx Tale?
Why do good girls like bad guys? That's the question.
Did you see Bronx Tales?
Hey,
everybody in the
comments. Right there.
Everybody in the comments.
And shout out to
Khalil. Everybody in the comments. Everybody in the comments. Please ask.
And your wife said exactly. She's coming with luxurious things he enjoys.
Say that one more.
She's coming with luxurious things he enjoys.
Facts.
Hold on.
But they got something to say.
Is that a person from Bronx Tales?
Oh yeah, C. That's what they call them. C. Cologilo. Yeah, that was my man. That definitely. But even in the movie, the whole point was like he was saying that the working man was a sucker. Look how a boy a young man looked at it, and he just took the whole damn camera and said,
I can't see.
I can't see.
Well, you have to be a working man and a bad guy at the same time. How does that work?
Being a working man and a bad guy at the same time?
How does that work?
How can you be a working man and a bad guy at the same time? I mean, well, you could be a bad guy, but when we say bad guy, we simply talking about like not taking care of his responsibilities, out in the streets, not coming home, like stuff like that.
He's stashing illegal guns and drugs at your house.
Right.
Tell me y'all want that.
Telling you to hold it.
Tell me y'all want that. You got children in the house, and he's stashing his guns and drugs. That's gonna put him away for a long time.
Look at the girl. Look at the girl that she the boyfriend was robbing people, and he ran into the car, and he jumped into the car. It was her and the son, a baby or something like that, and they shot the baby. They shot at the car. I think the baby was like 2 years old or a couple.
Who shot
months.
at the car? The ops or the cops?
No.
The ops.
No, the drug dealers.
Yeah, I'm saying the ops.
Well, maybe I don't know what the ops is.
Opponents. Come on, Pop. Come on, Pop. Get it together.
Oh man, all this pop smoke I listen to, and I don't know what the ops is, man.
We're gonna get you an urban dictionary.
Hey man, I know he ain't talking Mr. Seinfeld. I bet you in my money you probably looked it up.
No.
You try to say ops. What it mean? Ops. Ah, come on, man. This boy, I got a little bit more slang than you. Just a little bit more.
We can't tell at this point.
No, I'm losing right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know, man. I wish a woman would have called and give us an example or something like that, or why they okay with liking bad guys. But that's a good point. What she said, a guy could have a job and still be a bad guy. I mean, he's still not taking care of responsibilities. He's not home. He's, beating her up. He's selling drugs. Like, I mean, carrying illegal. I mean, he can still do all the stuff and still have a job.
Yeah.
But when we simply, like, good guy is a man that taking care of his responsibilities, doing what he's supposed to do as a man, and the bad guy is a man that's not doing what he's supposed to.
The good guy is there for when they're ready to get married.
Right.
They're ready to settle down.
It's crazy. Like the young lady that wrote that, I wish I would have tagged the end and just seen maybe it was based off of past experiences or whatever, but I mean, she hit it on on Facebook, and then she wanted us to talk about it. But stuff like that, I care less to talk about, because it's just like, you choose who you choose. You know what I mean? Like, nobody.
That's a good question. It'd be lovely if a woman. You know what? We putting up a help wanted sign.
Yeah,
we putting up a help wanted sign. We need a female co-host.
Yeah, we need a hold on, so I can slide over.
It'd be enough room.
Yeah, I mean we'll make it work.
Yeah,
we need a woman help wanted. I mean, we need a woman that's on for the show for No Holding Thoughts. Help wanted.
No, the requirements is not holding your thoughts. Whatever you gotta say. If you feel like you have a valid point to make, and you want to check me or Brown on something you said,
it's 9 times out of 10 you will lose on that, because
why? Because she's a woman?
No, because I don't lose. When it comes to like here, on this thing right here, this little, I don't plan to lose anyway. I mean, I do lose. What up, Wale?
What's going on?
Yeah, man, but that's pretty much it, man. I love all y'all. I absolutely love y'all. We got into it. A lot of women commented about nothing. It's like, no.
But once again, we appreciate you guys.
Appreciate all about feedback.
Like we said, this topic was from one of the listeners.
It was one of the listeners. We have a list full of them.
Yeah, we got a bunch of them. So if you guys have any topics you guys want us to talk about, just go ahead and send it to us on Facebook. Write it to us on Instagram. Or
hold on, man.
You can go to our YouTube channel.
Hold on. They better start. Listen.
You can like.
How? Listen.
We listen.
Well, somebody told me stop getting upset on.
Yeah, cause you
I be getting carried away.
You slandered people.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. And I apologize. Sometimes Brahim get upset. Yes, I do.
Brahim.
Yeah, Brahim.
Say yes.
The champ. The champ. So what happened is sometimes I get upset because a lot of people, it's an illusion. You know, go back to that word again. People act like they support you and they love you, but they just do. Just like that picture that we was talking about. Somebody is over the cliff and they got their hand out to help you. And the other hand, they got the ladder on the other hand that they could throw down so you could get out the pit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a lot of people be doing. It's so funny, man. I be watching people do this stuff all the time, man. People really don't be supporting. You know what I mean?
But we love the ones who do.
And I appreciate everybody that do.
We got a bunch of day ones that are messing with us. And some people who wasn't there from the start, but they really messing with us heavy now.
It's a lot of people that jump on.
Miss Perry, I see her jumping on.
Yes, definitely.
Comment.
Shout out to Miss Perry.
Her.
Yeah, I really appreciate her.
Oh, she said, love you guys. No, love you guys. You all that love your feedback. Well, we love your feedback as well. We appreciate you.
Yes, but I'm going to not say anything no more. But it's hard because that's just the type of person I am. I wear my emotions on my sleeves. Like I can't walk away you not knowing how I feel. Sometimes I can on business, but for certain things like on Facebook and stuff like that, I mean, I don't care. Like I can pretty much say whatever I feel like, and it's nothing that I can do. I mean, instead of like Mark, like we'd be like Bootsy. Please, Mark. Please, Mr. Mark Zuckerberg.
I'm gonna let you know right now. That's when I'm gonna separate myself from you. I ain't do it, Mark. It wasn't me. Please, Mark.
Yeah, they gonna ban us.
That's the one time you getting jumped that I ain't gonna help out.
Oh man. Well, guess what?
Mark and the censors got Brahim out of here. Ain't nothing I can do. It wasn't me, Mr. Zuckerberg. Telling him that right away. Oh, but Wale chimed in. He said, they do. He said years past, 3 babies and 3 baby dads later. When they see you, it was like, what's up? And he like, F out of here.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah. 3 kids, 3 baby dads, huh?
No, that's a fact. That's exactly how it go. You be like, I mean, you kind of, you ran down. It's like, you know what I mean? You ran down. You old now. Everybody knows it's always like that one girl on the block. And everybody knows she had the potential. And then she cleaned herself up by the time y'all got in your 30s. And she be looking halfway decent, stuff like that. You just be like, that ain't it. I'm sorry. You don't cut the mustard, baby.
Oh, I wrote down a question. We're gonna put it out there for the listeners while y'all on here live.
Handwriting is terrible.
I can read it. I can read it.
Yes, that's the only person that can read it.
Quick question. If you go to jail for an extended period of time, let's say, I guess we could put 10 years plus on it.
10 plus.
10 years. You down for 10 years.
10 years.
Can your woman sleep with someone else? And then vice versa. Your girl going away for 10 years.
Yeah. It's not fair. I mean, me personally,
we can get into the next show. I was throwing it out there for the people so they can go ahead and say if they want to talk about the next one, or we can go to another one of our topics that we have written down.
That's tough.
So let's go ahead and close the show out.
Let's close it out.
I appreciate everybody. Go to YouTube.
Hit that Cash App, man.
Thoughts. Cash App is $.
Hold on. Time out. See, what we need to start telling people is, if you want to find us on anything, is no holding thoughts on any. Just put it in your Google. If you want to put no holding thoughts on your Cash App, make sure you put the $ first. You want to put no holding thoughts on YouTube, it's there. If you want to put no holding thoughts on Facebook, it's there. Even though when we go live, it's just because everybody that's on my on my friends is not on the fan page because everybody didn't accept the invitation. If you wanted to check Instagram, no holding thoughts. If you want to check us out on Spotify, we on everything. I'm telling you, the reason why we started, we're gonna get to it, and one of the reasons why we always, most of the time, we open and close the show with this.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Tell him.
Because I always said that, like, you know what I mean? And we was in here playing around. I was like, you wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym? Because, you know what I mean? It's all about this time right now. You know what I mean? A lot of the times, people don't see this, like the beginner stage. That's why I appreciate everybody. I love all y'all. And it's nothing that I wouldn't do for y'all. And y'all hit my inbox. I'm there for y'all. I promise you.
And once again,
you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Tell him.